Well, I just heard New Zealand had a massive earthquake. You got to kind of look at what's going on in the reality. I mean, the things that you cannot see. Yes, there's probably a lot of things that are creating these earthquakes, tsunamis, and all of this bad earth shit that's going on. Yeah, Mother Earth is a little pissed off at us humans. And you know what really has more power is the fact that the more people say our world is falling apart, these people that, are kind of hungry in third world countries, well, there wasn't enough of them hungry yet. We needed to have a lot more people hungry. And then what's going on in the subconscious mind, all of that fear is our world is falling apart. Our world is falling apart. So guess what? The universe is going to respond and the world will fall apart. Now, only when we start to see change, only when we start believing in ourselves, only when we start saying something positive about our universe, will our universe start responding to that. Mother Nature will respond to us. But us as humans have to know what is the right thing to be doing. Nobody's doing anything right. Everybody is making our world fall apart. Everything is cause and effect. We don't recognize what's causing all of this shit to fall apart, but it starts with self. Like the banksters and, the guys at the top, but we are supporting them. We are buying everything that they are selling. We are actually doing all of the work, creating all of the products that we're buying. And if we want it cheaper, then we go back to the third world countries and we make them to do the slave labor. They're working their friggin' asses off for not enough money to even feed their families still, but we think we're doing them a big favor by giving them our labor. We don't have sustainable communities. We don't know how to live off of our own community. If we need food locally, not shipped in from some other country, although that's a nice thing, but it's not what we can depend upon. In my own area, we can grow a lot of food, but what are we growing? Grapes. For what? Alcohol. Everybody wants alcohol. So we're going to destroy all of our growing capabilities that feeds and sustains our community. And, they've torn down all of the trees that growing fruit trees, and they've planted it with friggin' grapes to grow wine. It's probably not even good grapes to eat. It's grapes that are specifically scientifically designed to make great wines. Why? Because the universe wants to be stoned on alcohol, bury ourselves in all of the problems, make it look cool to have some wine while you're having a romantic dinner. Well, guess what? If you can't afford the food and there's no food to have, you ain't looking so romantic when you're having that bottle of wine, you know. So, when we decide to make a massive shift, when you start seeing our world is coming together again, our world is building up again, our world is getting stronger, the universe is supporting all of us. When we start using that language, all of these earthquakes will stop. But we need to have a reason to say all of those words. But you got to start saying that's the direction I want to go into. I want to see where is something changing that's building our world. Where is a sign that says our community is starting to support itself? Guess what? It starts with you. What are you doing in your community? What are you trying to join up with your community? Can you have a business idea? Can somebody else support your business idea? Would you do it for free until somebody's seen the value of it? We need to jump into the solutions so that we can say, hey, you know what? There's a lot changing going on. This video, this YouTube channel, I'm offering you a lot of information and I'm doing it free. I'm offering you some coaching. I'm offering it free. This is what you have to do within your own communities. You have to spread good information. You have to love everybody. You have to reprogram your own brain. You have to walk yourself into the solution. And, don't criticize or push other people around you. Just be the example And when they, have a freaking smile on your face, love what it is you're doing while you're being the change, and then you'll notice a crowd coming around. And that will give us reason to say, we're waking up. Things are shifting. Even just putting that out into the universe, even just rating these videos, sharing it with you and with others, and starting to say, things are changing. I feel it in the air. I'm no longer participating in the old ways. I'm jumping into anything that appears new, will stop these freaking earthquakes from happening. 99% of all reality is invisible. There's a cause and effect, and we are unfortunately totally invisible to us, the causes that are creating most of this shit. But as soon as we wake up, as soon as we start being aware, oh, how did I cause all of this? Then you'll start to see what is unseen. It's all about beliefs. You don't have to believe it. Test the theory out yourself. Peace out.